culture explosions coming to you. So I am ready. Good day today. Happy Sunday, all of you who have joined. And today, as you know, this is Gino's Creative Cooking. So I can say I have a special guest on the line. She's going to talk about culture explosions. Her name is Bongi from South Africa originally, and she resides in Texas. So let's have her introduce herself. Bongi.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Gino's Afro Cooking Nation. You all are awesome. I love you. I love Gino. So welcome to this special edition of Gino's Afro Cooking Session. My name is Bongi Goba. And as Gino has already introduced me, I live in Texas, but I come from the wonderful people of South Africa, from the nation of the Zulus. I speak isiZulu, and that's one of the 11 official languages of South Africa. So there's a lot to talk about my culture. The Zulu culture is very rich, as all African cultures are. And right now, the most distinguishing part of the Zulu culture is the wonderful hat that we're wearing. This hat is called isiXholo. IsiXholo. isiXholo.
Is there a way you can type it in there in the comments so we see how it's spelled?
Okay, I sure will. isiXholo is actually, see, yeah, that's how it's, you'll need help, trying to pronounce that.
Yeah.
A light click to it. And the Zulu language is filled with different kinds of clicks. Bota, kanda, it's very rich. It has very interesting sounds. The Zulu nation is filled with wonderful food. I'm trying to make this as cooking related as possible. But before we get that, let's talk about isiXholo. isiXholo is a hat that is worn by married Zulu women. In my culture, women show respect to their elders, respect to their husbands by covering their heads with something. And isiXholo is typically worn during special ceremonies and religious official ceremonies. So a lot of traditional ceremonies, weddings, funerals, and other religious ceremonies, women will wear isiXholo. So they come in different colors. As you can see, Gina's wearing a blue one. I'm wearing a red one. Red is a popular color only because a long time ago, traditionally, they would be colored using the red clay. So red became most dominant, even though they come in all sizes, all colors, and with intricate, different detail. And as you can see, the one that Janet is wearing is it has the white beadwork as well as the colored beadwork, on the border. Now, get into the beadwork. That's another very distinguishing attribute of the Zulu people. So the beadwork is a language within a language. So the bead.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second. You say the beadwork? The bead like this?
Yeah, the beadwork.
Okay.
Not only is it beautiful, to decorate and, to be enjoyed aesthetically, but also there's hidden meanings within the beadwork.
Wow.
So the beadwork is used as a means to communicate. Actually, the the Zulus have what is called a love letter. And this is, oh, here's an example of it, actually. I'm wearing it. So a love letter is something like this. This one is in the colors of the South African.
Okay.
However,
oh wow, what's that? Is that for your hand?
No, it's just you know, you can pin it to your clothes. It comes on.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
I see.
I can pin it, you know. Nowadays, obviously, it's just to, you know, just to decorate oneself, and, you know, just to show some kind of affiliation, like, you know, this is, you know, my South African flag. So I wear it, you know, to show my patriotic South African-ness. But beads were given by lovers, you know, to communicate certain messages amongst themselves. The colors mean different things, and the designs mean different things. So typically, you know, somebody would send some kind of beadwork that says, "Oh, I miss you so much," and and wait for the next time I see you. Or another common message would be like, you know, I have grown as thin as the blade of grass, just missing you. And, you know, something would be like, I am working so hard, you know, to shower you with all kinds of gifts. You know, so it's you know, it's a very, it's very romantic, and, you know, those type of relationships, you know, are encouraged within my culture, you know, for lovers to get to know each other and to communicate in a beautiful, colorful, and just, you know, intricate way that, you know, that is different. So that's one thing about, you know, the beadwork. So it comes in different ways.
Very interesting.
It's woven in clothing, you know, in necklaces. I'm wearing a bangle, and you know, in different ways. So and then also, yeah, I like that. So yours has blue as a dominant color, and I think blue signifies, I have to check on this. I have to check on it. You know,
I just like blue, and blue is a little bit of mostly in Botswana they wear. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why this cloth and even the dress was made in Botswana. So this is like I'm wearing the except the hat, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to throw it back at you, Gino, because as part of the culture, you know, part of me following your cooking show is because I enjoy the traditional foods that you share with us. You know, the foods from Botswana, and, you know, cultural foods, which I have enjoyed because, you know, I have a family from Botswana, and I've enjoyed seswa and palechi and things like that. I refuse to make it for myself because then it doesn't bring out all that yumminess that comes.
I know you like that seswa
when somebody serves it to you. So I'd like you to share the origins of seswa and when seswa is eaten or served, and you know, just describe a little bit about how it's made.
Before I go there, before I explain anything, I still would like you to explain the difference between the Zulu and the Xhosa. And we'll get back to seswa.
Sure. So there are two different nations within the South African population. So there's the Xhosa nation, then there's the Zulu nation. Two distinct languages spoken, and I spoke both of them fluently. I speak Xhosa as fluently as I speak isiZulu.
Can you say something in Xhosa and then say something in Zulu?
Oh yeah, okay. Let me teach you something very easy, and this is a greeting in Zulu.
Okay.
In Zulu, you would say "Sawubona."
Sawubona.
Yes, that's a singular greeting, you know, to a single person. But if you are greeting,
she was just there. She is.
I had some technical problems. I had to my phone.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, these are the challenges that we have to deal with, you know, in 2021.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. So, okay, so where we left off, you were still trying to explain the difference between the Zulu and the Xhosa.
Yes, Xhosa. It's pronounced Xhosa.
Xhosa. So, yes. Xhosa.
Two different nations. It's just like Zulu, you know, Zulus and Botswana. So it's just that different. Xhosa, you have Zulu. So yeah, it's just different nations with different distinct languages and different cultures. So to say a greeting in isiZulu, you would say Sawubona to a single person, and you would say Sanibonani to a group of people. Or in my culture, if you are addressing an elderly person, elder, you speak with them in a plural form. You know, it's like that in Tswana, right? Dumelang.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So in Zulu, you would say Sanibonani for a plural.
Sanibonani.
Sawubona for singular. And then in isiXhosa, you would say molo for one, and molweni for So there you have it. Molo, molweni, and sawubona, sanibonani. All right. Now, let's learn another word to say thank you. In Zulu, you say ngiyabonga.
In Zulu, you say yambonga.
Ngiyabonga. Ngiyabonga.
Okay.
And in isiXhosa, you would say enkosi. Enkosi. All meaning thank you. And let me add Setswana. Ke a leboga.
Yeah. Ke a leboga. Thank you.
You can speak more about Setswana than I can. So yes, there you have it. So now we know how to say you can greet, you can thank in isiZulu and isiXhosa.
Yeah, when it comes to like weddings, like let me say a man, of course, a man wants to marry a woman or whatever, whichever way.
Yes.
Do they still do like that culture thing where you have to ask for a bride price or something like that? Do they, you know, are they still doing that? Because in Botswana, they are still doing that where you have to ask for lobola, you know. A man has to pay something, maybe like in a form of cattle. If you don't have cattle, you gotta pay in some kind of money. I guess if you are, I don't know if you can pay by a credit card. I doubt. But you know, and then you know, it's kind of tricky because sometimes it gives a man, I feel, that power of saying, hey, you know, you kind of paid for this woman. I don't know. I just don't know if it's really a right thing to do, but I just want to know what they do in Xhosa or Zulu in South Africa.
You know, first of all, you know, we have to look at the significance of that practice. And traditionally, marrying somebody is uniting families. Both families. So it's not just the act of paying the money. Matter of fact, in Zulu culture, my culture, the man is not expected to fulfill the whole amount that has been quoted to him, because it's not about the amount. It's about back and forth of having to get to know families. Because, you know, in the beginning, obviously families will you know, the man's family will approach the, you know, the girl's family to request their hand in marriage. So there are ceremonies that are involved with that. There are special people that are expected to attend.
Yeah.
Or whoever, you know, like significant people in the family who presented during that presentation. And then there's an answer from the female, right? So there's a delegation of people from the female's family that goes to the man's family to say, okay, we have heard you. Now, this is our expectation. And then the other ones will come back. So it's a communication between families to get to know each other.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So the most important people in this family, and they get to know the most important people in this family. You know, the men, the family, the patriarchs of the families, the uncles, everybody. So during this back and forth, it's sharing knowledge. It's getting to know people. It's not about, oh, we go in there, we're going to pay the money. No. Every time they get together, there is an animal that's being slaughtered. There's a feast. There's ceremonies. There's dancing. There's joy that is engaged by all families, just to say, hey, you know, our family is getting together, and this is how we do things. These are our people. We get to know each other, and you know, there's just a merriment all around that is exchanged by all families. So in the end, obviously, because we're talking about the lobola, that's the bride price. You know,
the bride price.
I mean, that's the best way I can describe it, the bride price. But it's not actually a prize. It's a negotiation of practices. It's a negotiation of rights. It's a negotiation of getting to know each other. You know, this is daughter. We are prideful of her, and you know, she has achieved this, blah blah blah. You know, you kind of praise your daughter, your son, and whoever. So showing the value, that how much the family values, you know, that your daughter, your child. That it communicates how you need to respect this person on the flip side of the family. So this back and forth goes on sometimes 10 times before the actual wedding. You know, families going back and forth. This uncle, you know, being sent saying, oh, okay, this one, there's in my language, I mean, in my culture, there's what's called the mouth opener. You know, that's the ceremony of the mouth opener.
Okay, hold on. What's that? You said the mouth opener?
Mouth opener.
Oh, mouth opener. Okay.
Ceremony of opening the mouth, which means now can talk, can start. And then the other family will have a ceremony of agreement. You know, so it's different feasts and different ceremonies and different occasions where families are given an opportunity to get to know each other. So family is not just we're handing over our child. It's a union. You understand? But then has to tie this whole thing together. You know, not just the wedding. Oh, now they ship them off, then they're gone. No, you know, it's a collective. It's a village. It's a clan. You know, that comes together. And
like Mrs. Clinton say, it's a village. Huh? It takes a village, right?
It's short. And well, from your experience, from your own particular experience, you know, Miss Clinton borrowed that from what we know, what we grew up with.
Yeah.
How raised. You know, you are not raised by your mother and father and ho hella ho. You know, it's uncles, it's your neighbor, it's your everybody. The whole village comes together to discipline, to impart knowledge, to to assist in raising this whole child in different ways and different forms. But obviously, because it's a foreign concept in the West, now it's being glorified. Oh, Mrs. Clinton came with a earth-shattering, concept and said, oh, it's a bit. No, 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 no. This is an African practice, which is still going on today, which how we were raised, how our were raised, our grannies, and that's how it happened. In how I was raised, I would be doing something wrong outside of my home, and the granny 3 doors down would see me and whoop me to discipline me never to do that. But here, obviously, you can never do that to your neighbor's child.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was empowered and encouraged to raise the whole village of children. So yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, if you do anything like that, you beat somebody's child, you'll be in trouble.
You'd be in big trouble. But
so it's the same thing in Botswana.
I'll speak, about the Zulu culture. In Zulu culture, we don't have structures like mental illness, mental illness centers or things like that. Our issues, our problems.
Yeah, you have a point there. You really have a point. That is a good one.
Yes. So
that's a good one.
Your auntie, your mangwane, your rakadi, your malum, would step in to fill in to solve that problem for the individual or for the family or for the couple or for whoever. So that structure is inbred within the culture of having the village to solve the problem. So now let's bring it back to the lobola. The lobola is the act of having to identify all these structures which will be beneficial and necessary down the line for the children, for future, families and things like that. This people who are skilled, knowledgeable, about, different things, because we didn't go to a psychiatrist or things like that. But we survived. We got healthy mentally, physically, and because all this stepped in, and it starts right at these negotiations. It's not even a negotiation; it's just a getting to know the family, getting to know where you are being, where you're gonna be joined with. So when troubles come or when things happen, you know exactly, where to go to. Yeah.
So that was, it replaces what is the mental institutions. So we don't have a lot of that back home. So you really need your people around. You need your family to kind of pitch in and help you out. So that's the difference, and that's really a great one that you said. So So going back to your question about the Seswa, you're talking about Seswa earlier.
Before I get to the Seswa, unfortunately, cultures get adulterated by people who have selfish intentions. You see what I'm saying? So with people who commodify their children, who make them commodities as get rich schemes, because your child has attained a certain level of education, then they make the child a commodity so that the family can gain some monies or things like that.
I know, right?
Intention of lobola. Yes, you will find those type of people, and they do give us a bad name. They give lobola a bad rap. That lobola is a bad practice. No, it's not. Lobola in itself is not bad. It's just how people will twist it and turn it around and change it and make it seem like it's a lost cause of a culture, of a custom. So all the people who are logged in there, just pass the word around that lobola is good. I believe in lobola because lobola does bring families together. if done right. So, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for explaining all that. I mean, I hope that people out there learned a little bit about something. The Zulu.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me. There's a whole lot to share about a whole lot of things, not just, as Zulus and the Zulu people, but there's a whole lot and we can explore, within the culture and beyond. So I am happy to be invited back, and if you'd have me back, yes.
Yes, and I see they say, please do another live. Loving this. Bongi is an excellent guest. Yes, she is. And she will be back again. She'll be back to Gino's Creative Cooking out there. Gino's Creative Cooking. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube. I do cook seswa, by the way, like we mentioned earlier, so we'll be back. Can you please sing? Remember, you used to own a TV station in Boston. Can you please give us a little bit and close by singing a little bit? Like 2 minutes of yours.
Lendlela kuthiwa nguqongqothwane lendlela haya nguqongqothwane lendlela kuthiwa nguqongqothwane haya nguqongqothwane apa nguqongqothwane
That was excellent. That was excellent. Thank you so much, Bongi Goba. Thank you, Bongi Goba from South Africa. Yes, we enjoyed it, and they want another one. They had a good time.